So let's just start off, find those feet. Feet hip width apart. Find that start position with the pelvis and switch those tummy muscles on. Shoulders back and down, head nice and long. We're going to start off with our toy soldier feet, swapping from one side to the other, making sure that you're getting those heels on the floor and using those bottom muscles, quadriceps muscles as you get each foot down. Nice. And then we're going to go alternate arm to leg, reaching that arm up to the ceiling. Good. So keep those tummy muscles working and keep that nice extension through the body. One more each side. Good. And then feet hip width apart. Palms up into that dumbwaiter onto your Cleopatra. Nice. So, stretching out. Keep those tummy muscles working. Good. And then on the next one, little circles. 5 one way, 5 the other way. And then back. Nice. And then go again. And then those little circles again. 5 one way, and 5 the other way, and then back. Good. Arms down by your side. Wriggle those shoulders around. Brilliant. Good. So we're going to practice with some balance now. Put the hands on the hips. We're going to start with our climbing standing. So come on to standing nice and strong on that left leg. Bend at the right knee. Lift that leg and open through the hip. And then back down. Nice. So stick with that right leg lifted. Really concentrating on your balance. And then back down. One more. Good. Bring that foot back down. Point it forward. Don't let it come onto the floor, and then do a nice circle all the way around to the back. And then back all the way around to the front. One more. All the way around to the back. All the way around to the front. Nice. So, going to go for the other side. Make that right leg nice and tall. We're going to just come onto the toe, bend, and open into that clown, and back and down. So you're going to lift up, open, back and down. Good. Last one. Bend, open, down. Good. Point the foot forward then. Keep that balance, nice strong leg. Bring the leg all the way around. And then back to the front. And then go again, all the way around. Back to the front. Perfect. Good. Feet hip width apart. Let's come into some squats, and then I've got a modification of the lunge. So we're going to come forward. Bring those arms forward. Taking those knees over the second toe. Good. Nice. One more. Good. So then, we'll have left foot forward. Take the right leg back. You're going to bend the knee at the front, keeping that kneecap over the second toe. Then you're going to get the weight on that left leg and lift your right leg off the floor. Then we're going to come into 10 little leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. That was good. No falling over going on there. So, swapping over. Right leg. Little bit of a bend through that knee. Left leg out behind. Switch those tummy muscles on. Lift that leg off the floor, and then 10 little lifts. 1, 2, 3, And let's do some roll downs into lying on the mat. So, feet hip width apart, breath in to prepare, tuck your chin in, rolling down. Good. Soften the knees, breath in to hold at the bottom, back up, stacking those vertebrae one on top of the other, shoulders back and down at the top. And then go again. Rolling down. Relaxing the head, and then back up. Good. And then last one, bending the knees and coming down into lying on your back on the mat. Good. Okay, so we've got our feet and knees both together. Find that start position with our pelvis, take those arms out to the side. We're going to start off with our hip twist. So breath in to prepare, take both knees to the right, head to the left. Keep those feet stacked one on top of the other, all the way back over, knees to the left, head to the right. Good. Keep going. Out breath as you go over, in breath to hold, and then out breath as you go all the way back over the other way, keeping those feet stacked. Nice. Good. One more each way. And then we're going to come into our double tabletop. Feet and knees together. And then breath in to prepare. Take both knees to the right, head to the left. So we're just keeping going with that hip twist now. Just going as far as you feel you can control. Out breath, in breath to hold, and then out breath as you go all the way back over the other way. One last one, and then back. Good. Feet back down, arms down by your side. Let's take that left leg out straight now. Take our right leg into our tabletop position, hand on the tummy, and keep that right foot in alignment with the knee as you come into your hip twist. Opening up through that hip, and back to the centre. And then go again. Opening up through that hip, back to the centre. So the pelvis is staying nice and still. So you're just monitoring that with the hands on your tummy. Good. One last one. We're then going to stretch that hamstring. So put your hands behind the thigh and stretch that leg up to the ceiling. Good. So, we're going to let go of the thigh now, and we're going to do some little one-leg circles with our foot on the ceiling. Nice. Go the other way. Good, and then back down. Bend the left leg, straighten the right leg. Take that left leg into that tabletop position, hand on your tummy. Then come out to the side into your hip twist. Taking that left leg out to the side, back to the centre. So the knees in alignment with the foot. So if you glance down, you see your knee but not your foot. Pelvis staying nice and still. Good, two more. And then we're going to get the hands behind the thigh, stretch that hamstring up to the ceiling. Good. Hands down by your side, little circles. Drawing a circle with the toes on the ceiling. And then go the other way with those circles. Keeping that knee nice and straight as you can. Last one. Bring both knees to your chest. A little bit of side to side. And then feet back down. Hip width apart. Taking that towel out from underneath your head. Hands down by your side. Coming into our shoulder bridge. Feet hip width apart. So breath in to prepare. Flatten your back and peel up into the shoulder bridge, opening up through those hips. Breath in to hold at the top and then back down. And back to your start position. And go again. So the out breath as you're coming up. Breath in to hold at the top and then back down. And we're looking for opening through those hips. So the knees are sent to the other side of the room. Or you open through those hips at the top. Breath in to hold, back down. Cross the arms across the chest, challenge your balance. And then back down. Good. On the next one, we're going to stay in our shoulder bridge. Take our arms up to 90 degrees. And then bend at the elbows, stretching through the front of the shoulders, back to the top, and then go again. Good. Nice. Keep going. Two more. And then back down. And then take your knees to your chest, hit the stretch off your back. We're going to do some hip dips in our shoulder bridge, just to really work those glutes. Feet back down. Come up into that shoulder bridge. Pop those hands on those hip creases. And then make both sides dip down. Then use those glutes to come back up. Dip down and come back up. Nice. So those glutes are going to start to complain quite quickly. Good. Two more. Nice. All the way back down, knees to chest. Great. So grab your towel, put that back in underneath your head, and from that knees to chest position, let's come into our double tabletop. Hands down by your side. Going to take one foot with a bent knee down to the floor, push away along the floor, and then come back up, fold back in. Other side, push away, come back up, fold back in. Nice. Push away. And then that's up. Then we're going to add in the arms. So take the arms up overhead, and as you take one foot away, take the arms away above your head and back. Thinking now about those ribs. Keep the ribs down. Perfect. Nice. So you've got that lovely connection now between the ribs and the pelvis. One more each side. Leave the legs in double tabletop, take your arms down by your side. Come into a single leg stretch now. So push away, fold back in. Push away, fold back in. Nice. So the nearer you get to the floor, the more you're working those abs. Take your arms up to 90 degrees, and as you push away with one arm, opposite the leg extends. And then swap over. So you do, again, need to think about those ribs on this one. Good. Keep going. One more each side. Knees to chest, a little bit of side to side. Both feet back down. Slide those feet away, take the arms overhead. Nice. Good. So we're going to turn onto our sides now. Coming into our side lying position. Get your arm long underneath your towel. You want to have your feet, bums, shoulders all lined up against the back of the mat. And then just have a nice little gap under your waist here. So you're finding that nice start position with the pelvis. And then you've got some length through that top hip. Okay, we've got 3 levels of the clown. So breath in to prepare. You want to take that top knee up out to the side, back down. Up on the out breath, down on the in. Good. Keep going, last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift those feet up into the level 2 position and then go again. So your feet are like they're on an imaginary bottom step. Keep going. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So then rest that bottom foot down. Leave that top leg at hip height as though you're going to do your side kick. But we're going to modify our clown. So you're going to keep that foot lifted and then open through the hip. Take that knee out to the side, back down. So you're going from that parallel to the floor to lifting that knee. Good. So the leg is bent like it would be in a side kick position. Good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Leave that leg lifted. Fold forward at the hip into your side kick now and take that leg back, keeping that knee bent. Good. It's a nice little combo. So again, you can have your hand down for balance if you need. Good, 2 more. Good, so then, hand down for balance. Straighten both legs out. We're going to do a side kick modified by putting the foot on the floor at the front, on the floor at the back. Okay, so you're just jumping over the lower leg. Keep those tummy muscles working, nice gap underneath the waist. So forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Place that foot back on top of the other leg. And then we'll do double leg lift and lower. So lift the bottom leg, lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg, both back down. So it's an out breath, in breath, out breath. Out breath, in breath, out breath. Good. Keep going. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely, bend the knees. Going to squish our towel up now. Bring our arms through into our arm openings, one on top of the other. Good, so breath in to prepare. Take that top arm up over the top. Good, breath in to hold and back. And then go again. So you've got that lovely stretch now through the front of the shoulder, middle of the back. Those hips are still staying stacked and those knees are still staying on the mat. Good. And you're just letting the head follow the movement of the hand. Last 2. Great. So then we're going to come on to the other side. So take your towel to the other side of the mat and find that start position again. So you've got your feet, bum, shoulders all lined up against the back of the mat there. Find that start position with the pelvis. And then you're just going to lift that top hip up a little bit, giving you that nice gap underneath your waist. So switch those tummy muscles on. Hand down for balance or hand on the hip. Breath in to prepare into that level 1 clamp. Just remembering that you're looking for that little muscle at the back of the hip. And then if you can't feel that working, and you can only feel it down the front of the leg, then straighten those legs out a little bit more. Good. Good, so we're going to lift our feet up then into that level 2 position, little gap under your waist there, and then go again. Last 2. You're going to leave that top leg where it is. Take that bottom leg back down to the floor. You want to have that top leg parallel to the floor, and then you're going to lift that top knee up and back down. That's it. Pelvis stay nice and still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Lovely. Then come through into your side kick, bending at the hip and then taking that leg back. And then forward and back. Getting a nice stretch through the front of the hip there, making those glutes do some work. Don't overarch the back, and any arch you've got on the back, you want to really make sure you're controlling that with the tummy. Good, so you're keeping that leg parallel to the floor through the movement, keeping that nice and that bent knee all the way through. Last 2. Good. So we're then going to straighten both legs out. Still maintaining that gap under your waist. Hand down for balance. Modification of that side kick now to bringing the foot forward, touch the toe, back, touch the toe. Forward and back. That's it. Nice. 4, 5. Keep that knee nice and straight. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Lovely. Okay, keep those legs straight. Double leg lift and lower. So you lift that top leg. Lift the bottom leg both back down. Up, up, down. Out breath, in breath, out breath. Good, keep going. That's 5, 6. So really working the tummy there to stop that banana of the trunk. Last 2. Lovely, bend the knees. Squish your towel up and come through with your arms into your arm openings, one arm on top of the other. So breath in to prepare, up over the top. Let the head follow the movement of the hand and back. And then go again. Nice. So just feeling that really nice stretch through the front of the shoulder, middle of the back, keeping those knees stacked, keeping those hips stacked. Last 2. Lovely. Okay, so we're just going to do one exercise on our tummies. So turn onto your tummy. We're going to put the forehead on the towel and just relax the head there, the hands there either side of the head. We're going to push the heels together. So you turn the feet out, first position ballet, and then keep those tummy muscles working. And then you want to bend the knees and straighten. So it's like the exercise we do in class where we've got the ball between the feet, but a bit more controlled. So you're pushing the heels together. And you should feel the muscles on the outside of the hip, just here, doing some work. Good. We'll do last 3. 2. And 1. Nice. So then come up into 4-point kneeling. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll just arch the back, drop back onto your heels, reaching forward. Good. And then we're going to turn onto our backs again, unsquish your rolled up towel, and just do a couple of stretches. So we're going to start off with our hamstrings, taking your hands behind your right leg, up to the ceiling, little circles. Good. And then swap over onto the other side. Little circles with that foot. Good. And then take the right leg across the left knee, lift that left leg up, and stretch across the back of that right hip. And then swap over and lift. Great. And then we're going to come into sitting and into a roll up. So feet on the floor and then rolling up, shoulders back and down at the top. Okay, feet hip width apart. Take both arms forward and up. Stretch up with one, and then stretch up with the other. Good. Hands behind your head. Little backward bend. Back to the middle. Shrug your shoulders. Arms up to the top, all the way back down. Let's go again. Both arms forward and up. Stretch up with one, and then the other. Good. Hands behind your head. Little backward bend. Back to the middle. Shrug your shoulders. Arms up, all the way back down. Fantastic.